So today, I don't know why I got two of them up. Today, we are gonna go backwards on circles. Okay. So Monday we graphed circles. If you weren't here Monday, make sure you watch the video. Get the notes on. They're quick. They're easy. They're relatively easy to do. Okay. So today we're gonna go backwards, but we need to do a few things first before we are able to do that. Okay? So, first thing we got to remember is we have to remember that the equation of a circle, which should be in your upper right-hand box on your supplemental note sheet, is x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. Okay? So we need to remember that as the equation of a circle. The other thing that we are going to have to remember, and this is a remember from way, way back, is the distance between two points. So let's say we have the points A, comma, B, and C, comma, D. Those are our 2 points. Okay? So the distance between any 2 points is going to be a big square root and it's going to be A and B, C, and D. And then we're going to subtract those. So it's A minus C quantity squared. I would put it on there, yes. Because, like for instance, we could give you a problem, find the equation of the circle that has a center of this and goes through this point. And so then that distance between those 2 points is the radius. Okay? So you take the x parts, you subtract it, square it. Take the y parts, subtract them, square them, add them together, take the square root. Gives you the distance between any 2 points. Okay. So write the equation of the circle with a center at 3, negative 2, and a radius of the square root of 5. Okay? So what is 3 in terms of my x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared? In terms of that general equation of a circle, what is 3? H, that's the h, so it's going to be what? No. Minus 3, yep. So it would be x minus 3, so that part's h. So then we would have x minus 3 quantity squared plus what is negative 2? It's k, so it's going to be what? Y plus 2. And what is the square root of 5? Square root of 5 is what part of my? Oh, it's r, right? Okay. So what is the square root of 5 squared? If we were graphing it. Yes. But we're writing the equation. So it's just 5. Yeah, yeah. But you were thinking if we were graphing it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Everybody's thinking the same thing. That's it. No calculating 4P, no calculating any of that, which way it opens, all that fun stuff. That's what I think about circles. Okay? I think that was the only one on this page. Oh yeah, it was. All right, so then let's go to this one. So now we want to find the equation of the circle passing through, or with the center of 0, 0, and passing through the given point. So once again, my equation is going to be x minus h quantity squared plus y minus k quantity squared equals r squared. This first 0 right here is going to be h. The second one is going to be k. So in my first answer here, it's going to be x minus 0, well that's just x squared, plus y minus 0, well that's just y squared, equals something. Down here, same thing, because it's got the same center. So it's going to be x squared plus y squared equals something. We don't know that radius. So we're going to have to use the distance formula on both of these to find that radius. So the distance here is going to be 0 minus 2 quantity squared plus 0 minus negative 4 quantity squared, and then I got to take the square root of that. That one minus that first 0 minus 2, that first 0 minus negative 4, square them, add them, square root them. Okay? 0 minus 2. Negative 2. Negative 2 squared. 4. Okay? 0 minus negative 4. 4. 4 squared. 4 plus 16. So it's the square root of 20, right? Now, normally I would say, and if I was asking for what the radius is, I would say simplify that to 2 square roots of 5. Because square root of 20 is the square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Square root of 4 is 2, so 2 square roots of 5. Agree? Yep. Okay. But for terms of finding the equation, all I'm going to do is square that then. So no need to simplify it because I've just got to square it. The square root of 20 then squared is 20. So this one equals 20. Because we have to square it to put it into my formula. Yeah, yeah. But what I was saying is, so if we ask, over here, if I ask for what the radius is of this circle, then I want 2 square roots of 5. Okay? But in terms of, because we're just finding the equation, we're just going to square that then. No need to simplify. Okay? You find me the equation letter B. I already got it started, so basically you're finding me the radius here in letter B. Go. Agree? Again, if we were asking for the actual radius here, that would have been 2 square root of 5. The actual radius here would have been 13. So in terms of that, we don't need to necessarily go to that step. Okay? Good job. All right? Try that one. Find the equation of the circle with the center at 2 comma negative 4 and passing through the point 5 comma negative 12. Four minus 12. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Negative 4 minus negative 12 is 8. I get x minus 2 quantity squared plus y plus 4 quantity squared equals 73. Yes? Questions, comments, concerns? All right. Oh, there's a lot today. We just got through half of it. Yep. So now let's talk about a line intersecting a circle. Okay. So a line can intersect a circle 3 different ways. So first off, it could never intersect the circle. Okay? A line could never touch a circle. Okay? One way. Okay? Another way is a line could intersect the circle twice. We call that line a secant line. Okay? Where it intersects twice. A line that intersects a circle twice is called a secant line. Do you think that I'm just wasting your time right now? Do you think that I'm just wasting your time right now? Okay, I wouldn't think so either. But I'm lazy by nature. So if I wanted to be done right now, we could be done right now. But this is kind of. Right? And then the third way that a line can intersect a circle is where it only touches the circle at one point. And that one we call tangent. Okay? The line is tangent to the circle when it only touches at one point. Okay? This intersection point where the line touches the circle is called the point of tangency. Okay. Now, there's one key thing from a few years ago that you learned in geometry, and that was that the radius is perpendicular to the tangent line at that point of tangency. So if you have the radius here and you have the tangent line there, there's your tangent line. If you have those two, then you know that this is a right angle, or 90 degrees. Which is going to be important to know. Those are all important facts to know, because what we're going to be asked to come up with, because the tech loves putting questions like this on test, we're going to be asked to come up with the equation of a line tangent to a circle at a certain point. Okay? So let's dive into that. So we want to write the equation of the line tangent to the given circle at the given point of tangency. Okay? So here is my circle. What can you tell me about my circle? The center is at 0, 0. And the radius is the square root of 37. Okay? Which means that this point right here is at the origin. Okay? This right here is my point of tangency, which means that this point right here is the point 6, 1. That's my radius. Here's my tangent line that I need to find the equation of. Thinking back to this year, we've done this year, you've done this in the past also. What do I need in order to find the equation of a line? Okay? So I want it in y equals mx plus b form, right? So I need to find, you said the slope, okay? How am I going to find the slope? Nope. That would be the Pythagorean theorem. So that's still going to be a no. What are some ways that we've described slope in the past? Rise over run. Other ways we've described slope in the past. Pre-algebras just learned that it's delta y over delta x. Now, those of you that have taken a science class, what does delta mean? Changing y's over changing x's? Okay. So is there another way that I could describe the slope? Subtract the y over subtract the x's? Okay. But for that, I would need 2 points on the line, right? Unfortunately, I only have 1 point. That'd be awesome. What do you think? go back a slide. Because there was a key word down here. What's the key word down here? Nope. Perpendicular is the key word. What do we know about perpendicular? That's 90 degrees. We already talked about that. What else do we know about perpendicular? What's opposite reciprocals? The slopes are opposite reciprocals. So now let's fast forward back to this slide. If perpendicular slopes are opposite reciprocals, how can I find the slope of that line? Find the slope of the radius. Okay. So let's first find the slope of the radius. So that would be subtract the y's, right? 0 minus 1 over 0 minus 6. So that's going to be negative 1 over negative 6, or positive 1/6. Would you agree with that as the slope of the radius? Okay? If that's the slope of the radius, what is the slope of the line? No. Negative 6 over 1, because it's opposite and it's reciprocal. Okay? So the slope of my line is negative 6. So we found the slope. Okay? What else do we need to find the y equals mx plus b? We need our b, right? Okay? How are we going to go about finding the b? Whoa. Keep going. Keep talking. I'll do my whoa over here. So you're saying I need to plug in the slope of the line as my m, and then the x and the y from a point that is on the line into what basically into y equals mx plus b, and that solve for b. Okay, so then if I'm going y equals mx plus b, then my y is going to be 1. My m is going to be negative 6. My x is going to be 6. And I don't know what b is. Okay? Negative 6 times 6. How do I solve that? Add 36 and I get 37 is my b. Okay? Okay? So what's my final answer then? Okay? You try one now. Agree? Okay, so then what's the slope of my line? What? 0. Because if I flip it, it becomes 0 over 8. If I negate it, negative 0 over 8. So opposite reciprocal is negative 0 divided by 8, which is still just. Okay. Okay. So then when I go to find my y equals mx plus b, now negative 3 is there. My slope is 0. My x is 2. And my b is that. Gives me negative 3 is my b. Agree with that? Yeah? So when I go then to now write my y equals mx plus b, that's going to be y equals 0x minus 3, or simply put, just y equals negative 3. Yes? You now have all of the things that you need to complete the pink worksheets. I had to look and see what color it was. Tomorrow is going to be a summative quiz. You will get to use your supplemental note sheet on the quiz. Okay? And your pink homework sheet is also due tomorrow.